The first one I want to show you is this one. The other one that we've got is a Hornby Class 47. Now, although the body on this is in actually reasonable condition, the motor for it, what can I say? Basically, it's all here. It's all here apart from the chassis. The chassis is missing. But one of the other issues that we've got with this as well is somebody has cut the sides off the bogies for whatever reason. I have no idea. But yeah, I mean, you know, these can be glued back on. So I'm going to be looking for a new chassis for this, and then hopefully we might be able to put this back together. So here we have the Canadian Pacific. The wheels are in very good condition. That's got a small little break on the front here. Okay, well, we'll put this one to one side then, and we'll investigate this one another time. This one is an Ivet. It's a GWR. It seems to be in reasonable condition. The wheels are very grubby. This rear wheel is quite stiff. Tyres look to have been in better condition. I think it probably will want new traction tyres. But yeah, on a whole, this particular one is made by Airfix. Don't know what's going on with that there. I think it's just popped out that, I think. I'm not too sure in these locomotives. I think it's had some small little details added to it. But yeah, not in bad condition. Ah, look, we have a spare screw. Now, to be kind of honest with you, I did take a bit of a punt with these locomotives, and to be honest with you, even if they don't run, these will be adequate enough for spare parts. The only thing that's wrong with this one that I can see visually is it's got a piece missing in the top there. I've had a look on the internet, and these GWR versions have a self-coloured piece that goes in that hole there, and then the later British Railways versions have a brass piece in there. I'd love to tell you what the name is, but I have no idea. Okay, we'll go to the next one. This one is a Lima tank engine. This is pretty far gone, to be honest with you. There are so many things that are wrong with this. Body for starters comes apart. I think the body comprises of two pieces. You got the weight, the bottom body piece, and then you got the top body piece. This particular one, there's a piece broken off on the edge here. But other than that, on the top here, this top section here is in actually reasonably good condition, apart from that one small piece that's broken off. The lower half of the body, sorry. Yeah, wow. It's that bad that I probably may end up using this one as spare parts. If we put the body back together again, you can probably see it's a bit easier. But there are so many breaks in this, it's unreal. So put the back piece back in there, like so. That pushes on there. There we go. So it's missing an entire front corner of the body there. Even the step here has a break in the one corner. I mean, I don't know whether you can see that there or not, but there is actually the corner of the step has been snapped off. The opposite side, the step is completely missing, as including this piece on the front here. The other side's completely missing. On the back corner of the body is completely missing. So I think I can quite safely say that this one's going to end up going in. This one is going to end up in the parts bin. Well, the parts drawer, should I say. So okay, so that one I think we probably won't even attempt to try and repair. But you know, I mean, I'll keep my eyes open, and you never know, I might be able to find a spare piece for it. On to the next one. Again, like the Canadian one, I have absolutely no idea what this is. Judging by the writing on it, I would say this is probably German. I have no idea, but you know, that's what it says on the side there. If you can see that, okay. But yeah, I believe it's German. The writing on it looks German. I don't speak a word of Germans, but this one is manufactured by Lima. Yeah, the body is loose on it. It looks like the screw in the back is missing, and it's also, I mean, it's got the screws, which is a good thing, but it's missing its couplings off the front and rear of it as well. And there are wires everywhere. Well, it's certainly worth a look, isn't it? This is an old Hornby locomotive. I'm pretty sure that probably doesn't help, having its one of the connectors there for the wheels sticking out like that. This is an old one. Judging by the look of it, I would say it's probably 1970s, mid 70s, something like that. But on first glance, the body is loose. Where the screw goes into the body on the back here, that area there has been broken off. The tender is missing the pin out of the back, which connects to the back of the locomotive here. Oh, and it also comes apart as well. Right, okay. Yeah, this could be interesting. Well, I think getting this to connect back together again probably won't be that much of an issue. The wheels on the tender here are really bad. really bad. See if I can find something to have a poke around with, but the center set of wheels here especially, the amount of dirt that's on this is so bad, it actually looks like it's got a traction tyre on it. Yeah. Yeah, that is bad. That is really bad. But I tell you what, if the locomotive works, I'll be surprised. Sorry for knocking the camera. We're going to try and repair this one. We'll try and repair this one. And this one. So we got a German engine to repair, a Canadian engine to repair, and 2 British ones. So out of the 6 locomotives, we've got 4 here that we can possibly repair. Oh, but now bulb does work. Oh, that feels really stiff. Oh, it's loosening up now though. But it's working. Wicked. Cool. It's working really well actually. Right, I reckon that all this needs really is a thorough good clean and a service. Oh, that's just the weight that just fell out of it. But yeah, a good clean and a service, and I reckon this will be back in full working order. But the big question is does it run? I mean, the wheels look to be in reasonable condition. Oh, right, okay. The center wheel here is free. The connecting rod's not even connected to the center wheel. Never seen anything like that before. But anyway, does it work? Does it mean at least if it does work, we have a spare chassis, a spare motor? Power fully one way, power fully the other way. No, not working. Oh, I saw movement. Oh, crumbs. Wow. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that works really well. The front light here works, and there is a rear light when it goes in reverse. Ah, right, okay. I have also noticed that although it's running, the motor also spins free when you try and hold it. Yeah, there's possibly something wrong with the cog attached to the motor. But it's working, so that's a plus, and that bit did fall off in the end. Right, let's put that to one side. Well, let's see if this does work. Brilliant. Excellent. Right, well, in that case then it's worth getting a chassis for it, isn't it? Right, so that's the 47. Oh. Okay. Alright, okay. Yep, the IVET is working. Well, that's a plus. Right, okay. Okay. I've had a bit of good luck with this IVET. Good luck being is I have a pannier tank body here. This is just out the parts drawer, and I mean, being a Hornby, both that and Airfix are sort of interlinked in a roundabout way. I mean, this is missing the top of the funnel on this one, but that elusive piece that's missing, it's on this one. Let's see if it fits, because at the end of the day I ain't particularly too bothered if it's the same colour or not, as long as it looks the part. You know what, it's a very loose fit in there. I reckon with a dab of glue that'll be absolutely fine. Right, let's see if we can get this one working then. So we'll put that to one side for now. We'll get some glue on that. Right, next step is to try and work out how this comes apart. Let me get back to you on this one. I'm going to try and work out how this comes apart. Got it. It turns out there's a screw in the funnel, and then when you take the screw in the funnel out, the whole thing comes apart. One thing though is the vacuum pipe that was attached to the front here snapped it off trying to prise it up. But a dab of glue will fix that, no problem. Right, okay, right, well, need a dab of glue on the front and a dab of glue to glue that other piece on. Now we can see the chassis. Okay. How's all this work then? Wow. This is actually pretty complicated, to be honest with you. It looks to me like the motor is on a drive shaft which goes to the front wheel here. I thought drive shafts were a reasonably new thing. I didn't think they were on these old things. Right. Again, start undoing screws. So I see one there. Let's undo that one and see what happens. Don't want to lose any. Oh. Ah, the front drive shaft comes off. So the drive pin to the motor is in here, and that engages this part of the drive shaft here. There's a drive shaft there, and that connects with the worm gear here, which connects to the wheel. Quite a nice little thing, that. It's always very interesting to see how these things work. Right, I've got a couple of pins here, so we don't want to lose them. Right, okay, what else have we got? How's the motor come out? Let's undo that screw on the underside here. This looks like a foreign screw. They didn't use Phillips screws back in the 70s on these things. They were all flathead. Okay, so that's now out. Okay, so the connection for the motor is right down here. Yeah, let's get this base plate undone. Then we'll undo another screw. It's all very well, you just got to remember how you put it back together again afterwards. Take that out. Another screw. Right. This should separate. Right, okay. Looks like a couple of clips there. Too busy trying to see how this works and not keep forgetting to put it onto the camera. Right, so that pops out of there. Oh, that's okay, that's just the one coupling. Oh, here we go, here it all comes now. And then same again on the front there. That's it. That should come apart too. And we must be careful not to lose these. Right, let's put the chassis out the way for a minute. So the one side of the motor here, that pin there, put the motor in the camera here. The bottom pin here, which goes to the carbon brush on the commutator here, that touches on this brass piece here on the bottom. And then, like on the other half of the chassis with those pins touching the wheels, you got another one for the back wheel here, another one for the centre wheel, and another one for the front. These are all spring loaded, so if we take out the front set here and then we take out the rear set here, that's spring loaded there, so is that one. This one's pushed right in. That one no longer has a spring, I don't think. Something's happened to it. So the front wheel is no longer making a connection here. We'll have to have a look at that. But this is remarkable, this is, I've not ever seen anything like this before. Right, so, motor. There's not really a great deal I can do about this, to be fair. That one's still spring loaded, so is that one. That one, I think at some point, and I think this has probably been taken apart and the spring has been lost from inside. It's something I can probably fix, but for now I'm just going to leave it well alone for now. Okay, now before we put it all back together, let's just see if it works. That's that one there. Off camera, I found there was a lump in one of the traction tyres, so I had to file that down. There's a picture here. Basically what happened is the cog was slipping on the worm gear, so I had to put a pair of bearings in either side of the cogs and try and hold the wheel central, as the one contacting pin was spring loaded, the other one wasn't, so it was forcing the wheel over in the one direction. After doing that, it was working perfectly. Okay, just to finish this off now, I've put a piece of black card in the space there where the coal section used to be. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply some real coal here into that area there. Some bits in the tin here are a little bit big, but I've crushed some of it down to make it a bit smaller. Now I've added the coal, I've put some PV in there to hopefully set it. I'll leave that overnight and see how that looks in the morning. He's not a perfect runner, but I reckon in time it will be. Probably hasn't been used in such a long time, but the warmer it gets and the more I use it, the better it becomes, especially at slower speeds. But yeah, I'm happy with that one. So there we have it, one Ivet completely fixed. Even the coal in the back there looks pretty good as well now. Looks damn sight better than what the original probably would have looked like if it had it. But yeah, we're going to call that one done. Right, now for the next one.